Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Stravos, and I am mad. I'm fairly angry. This is my angry tone. I don't get too angry all that much, and I just kind of like stormed around a little bit while waiting for the video to render a bit, but I'm not even patient enough to let it do that because I just need to talk right now because this game is just it's bad. It's annoying me. While you are listening to this, if you have your game next to you and you're not in a game, well, even if you're in a game already, I don't care. Just do it. If you happen to be playing while listening or able to, just sprint and shoot to get out of sprint, okay? Just keep sprinting and then press right trigger and just like let it get you out of sprint by shooting. Look at that time it takes. Yeah, there is no equivalent to dexterity in this game. There's gung-ho, but I swear it slows down the ADS time from sprinting more, and it's just not worth it at all to actually use, and it's just not, it's not the same as dexterity at all anyway, so I don't know why I'm even comparing it. But yeah, there needs, like, they made it so impossible to go against, like, people who are standing still. There's so much movement in this game, but it's still like it makes it easier for campers to keep getting kills. It was easier to kill campers in Black Ops 2, or like Ghost was just kind of weird and everybody hated it. But yeah, it was easier in Ghost. I would specifically say like Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3, or like go back as far as you want. But this game, it's so hard to kill campers because there's so many things about the way that this game works that makes it very hard to actually like fluently work in general while moving, while doing things or coming out of it, and it just doesn't work. You gotta pre-aim everything to do everything that you need to. So if you're gonna be pre-aiming everything, you gotta raise your sensitivity, and when you raise your sensitivity, you lose your ability to aim correctly, and there's like no perfect middle ground there. A lot of people are going to like 6 and stuff like that, and it's just like it still doesn't, there's no perfect area unless you reverse boost, and then you don't have any of these problems that I'm talking about. And I think in one of my recent videos I mentioned reverse boosting. I was like, no, I'm not gonna talk about that because that's just ridiculous. But no, I'm gonna talk about it because it is ridiculous, and that's why I'm gonna talk about it, because reverse boosting is just so idiotic. Why do you do that, people? So many people do it, and I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you do that, but it is stupid. Why? You're ruining the community. People like you seriously are. It's not good. It's like, anyways, I don't see why skill-based matchmaking was there in the first place, but that doesn't condone reverse boosting. I'm really mad at Sledgehammer for doing skill-based matchmaking. You know, all the same glitches and problems and everything that Black Ops 2 had at launch, Sledgehammer has the exact same ones and more, but the exact same ones. They just copied the game over from Black Ops 2. There's a lot of create a class options and stuff like that. It is a clone, but with extra movement abilities. It's just ridiculous. By the way, the game you're watching is the game that I played right before this commentary that I just got inspired to play because of this, and you might be able to tell why. Because anything I do in this game, because I don't reverse boost, I guess you could argue to some extent because I went to every single gun and got every single gun diamond legitimately without the glitch. I went and did every single gun diamond, so my stats are a little bit lower, and yeah, you can say royalty, but every individual diamond to get royalty on everything. But yeah, it's just I don't know what to say because there's so many things wrong with this game, and I don't have much time left to talk about it. But yeah, okay, so I've already said sprint, getting out of sprint by shooting, it sucks in this game. Why is there no dexterity equivalent, or just like make it better and easier to do? The guns kill fairly slowly, and they're just inconsistent and weird, and toughness doesn't help with that barely at all, like, or at least as much as it should. You might as well not even use toughness sometimes, and I'm serious about that. Because it's all about who gets first 80 shots anyway, because if you're sitting in a corner just waiting on people, that you're gonna get the first 80 shots, and that's how you win in this game. That's just how you do it. But then, even if you do win your gunfights, it uses so much ammo to do that, and you can't really reload quickly. You can spare, you can do the quick reload, the double tap, and like lose ammo and stuff like that, but then you have to have scavenger to really do that effectively, so then you're really limited because you're probably going to use toughness unless you do what I said before, but that's not wise on most maps anyway, or if you want to play normally. I say normally, but it seems like the mass majority of people just sit somewhere and don't move hardly at all. But like, yeah, so you do need toughness. I was just making a remark about people who just sit still, not needing it before. But yeah, you do need toughness, and you pretty much do need scavenger to reload fast enough. Otherwise, with the way that movement speed happens, when people die, they're not worried about their streak anymore. So they immediately rush in, and they're able to get there because of the movement in this game. They are able to get there fast enough. Doesn't matter. And then they surround you, and like with there's no teamwork in this game because everyone, for whatever reason, likes to be on their own, or like not even going out and getting map control anyway. And I'm running out of time. I'll try to wrap this up, but there's so many factors that just make it, each individual gunfight needs to be so perfect, and you need to be able to escape behind teammates to, like, right after you do that, and you really need good team control to do that, and that doesn't happen in pubs. It is, no, you need to play with full parties, and now everyone's playing in full parties, and now nobody is having fun. Nobody at all, and I'm over time right now, I know. But I have one last thing to say. With all these things combined, the health regeneration is so slow as well that it just drags on every like pause between gunfights as well, making the game just very clunky and not fluent to play as a map and as a team and everything. And I really hope that somehow the DLC maps are a lot bigger and a lot more fluent to actually allow this to really work and allow the things, because it can be fixed to some extent with map size and map control situations, because a lot of it is just how you can deal with situations, and if there's a lot of ways to deal with a lot of situations, like the Gorge map, it does seem actually like fairly decent, a lot better than the normal maps, and I really hope that the DLC will save this game, and they actually patch the game and do stuff to fix it. And like, while we're on fixing stuff, which like now I'm so over time that I might as well just put another game or clip or something in this place. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna keep talking because I have things to say, so I don't care. But yeah, like, there can be maps made that will make this game more fluent, because you just need ways of dipping out and getting like your situations covered and getting teammate control over the map and staying with each other. And I'm a very impatient person, so it's very hard for me to even do that, but when I try to do it and do it fairly well, it doesn't work because just the maps don't allow it. I guess, like, with the opposite reasoning, Comeback is actually a decent map because everyone's near each other, so you can actually have the teammate control and support like that. But then, like, it's just, I don't know, it's really weird. They messed up so many things, and it has so much potential as well. It's just there's so many things that are wrong. Like, not only does skill-based matchmaking make this game miserable to play all the time, because everybody, if you care about doing well anyway, everybody is like struggling all the time to go. Like, why would I want that in public matches if I can go to ranked play to do that? In fact, ranked play is easier. It gives you easier lobbies. Ranked play is supposed to be skill-based, but no, skill-based matchmaking is harder than ranked play matchmaking. Why? What? No, that is not the way to go. That is not what you do. That is... How can you think that that is reasonable? Did you not even understand that that is how your code was working and that it actually works out that way? Because that's how it is. That's really how it is. And when I hear people who do reverse boost complaining about the stupidest things, seriously, these stupidest things, which they incessantly, constantly talk about, it drives me crazier, which I have no idea how it can get me crazier, although I'd like to think that I am a much more calm and mild-tempered person. I'm definitely having a irritated, angry voice right now, but I'm not like lashing out in rage. I don't hit stuff. I don't do anything like that. I'm actually kind of half laughing at the same time, as you could hear there a little bit. I hope you guys can hear that kind of tone in my voice, because it's really annoying. The things that I come across, and it just changes the tone of the voice naturally. But like, there's just, yeah, you know, I hope you guys feel the same way. And I've never broken anything or like tried to break something in rage, but this game puts me the closest I've ever been to doing that. Ghosts was better because it had reason behind it. It seriously did. It had reason. But these mistakes are the stupidest mistakes ever, and again, combined with the fact that they literally just ported Black Ops 2 over, they have the same glitches at launch. Same glitches. They're using the same code and everything to do that, and Black Ops 2 was fixed pretty soon after, so obviously they knew what to do. They can fix it easily, and they did fix a lot of those easily as well, and it really shows how lazy and stupid the developers are, however pretty they made their game, and it's just ridiculous. I've never wanted to also play more on PC for first-person shooter games as well. I used to think that console with controllers makes the first-person shooter experience a lot better because it widens the skill gap and makes it so that there's a lot more to be desired in skill and to practice and try to gain and everything, but it's not working out that way. It seems like all the PC gameplays I see seem like the way that you can move and fluently like control the keyboard and mouse setup, as a lot of people agree that is easier and more fluent and nicer to use. There's so many more things that you can just easily implement into your game that, I would assume anyway, that you can just like be allowed to do, but on console you just can't, because you're required to have a fairly low sensitivity, because otherwise you're not going to hit your shots. But on PC, there might as well not even be a thing called sensitivity, because it's just about how much in distance and in space you move the mouse, which is much easier than analog sticks. And speaking of analog sticks, Xbox One has the worst analog sticks ever. I hate them. I constantly move between control freaks to try to make it better, but it just... I'm changing them constantly, which is also bad. I'm torturing myself because of that, because I can't get used to one single thing, as well as changing my sensitivity constantly, not getting used to one single thing, all at the same time affecting my game, making me angrier, which is happening more and more lately with all the changing and the anger. Both of those are happening more and more. And just why did they make the sticks so thin and like they're so much smaller and you can move them so much faster and it's not good. You're making everybody's gun skill average. You're making terrible people actually kind of good because it is a very easy stick to pick up and just use, but it is terrible to do like on the very high end of things, like as in high skill level, and it just doesn't allow for those fine movements because it's not tight, it doesn't have that almost rubbery like solid feel that the 360 had, and it just, I don't know, there's tons of things lately that have made me hate first-person shooter games, and I actually talked with a friend recently, and like he's renowned in my mind for finding ways to have fun and just not caring about skill or anything like that, but has so much fun when playing games and just loves games and just plays games a lot, probably more than me to some extent. Definitely more diverse than I do. And it just, I, I seriously went and called him up on Skype and asked him if he could teach me how to have fun with games again. And that kind of wording, like, teach me how to have fun, because I am not having fun. What do I need to do? Because I am seriously clueless. I used to have fun with first-person shooter games, but all these things combined, and, like, just getting me to the point with, like, during Ghost's lifespan to really just, like, fill me with rage and, like, just, like, Advanced Warfare was like a spark that ignited all the fuel left behind from Ghosts, and it just, I was very angry in Ghosts, but not this angry. I always found a way to keep my cool. I can't anymore, and I have no idea how I talked for 17 and a half minutes straight like this. I had no idea. I was afraid that I could even talk for 3 minutes because I would get everything out so fast, and I have been getting everything out so fast. It's just I have tons of things to talk about, and I don't really want to talk about any more of the people because that's just rude. Like with what I was saying with reverse boosting and stuff like that, but I can guarantee you I could talk for another 10 minutes about the people. It is just ridiculous sometimes. But yeah, I better wrap this up because this is like 2 gameplays now. I don't want to take it too long, but yeah, I'm fed up. If any of you guys have suggestions on what I should do, or if I can do anything, or if, like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Write them in the comments if you somehow lasted this long. Okay, see you guys later. Goodbye.
Launching care package. Kill confirmed. Incoming enemy care package. Kill confirmed. Our UAV is online. Friendly tram gunner overhead. Kill confirmed. Enemy UAV online. Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed. Enemy UAV above. Friendly UAV above. We've lost the lead. Nothing more we can do here, Sentinel.